So you join us on, I think it's hole 14, in this very, very important last day. I'm your commentator, Sam Fleet, and my co-pundit is Mapster. He's already won. I've been trying to catch him up. An absolutely huge point for Team Europe, who are on a charge today in no uncertain terms. Mapster won by 7 and 6. And just ahead of us, we've got GC and IB battling it out, and IB has a commanding lead in that one too. I think he's 4 up with... let me just get this right. Yeah, USA 3 up with 4 to play. Both are on the green in this one. Now my co-commentator Mapster is actually on the phone at the moment, so I'm not able to bring him in for some informed chat. But IB's got a putt here. What's the score here, lads? Pardon? Okay. What's that, sorry? Well, I can gather GC's in a decent spot here to pull something back. IB's a couple of feet away from the hole. Sorry, IB, what's this crack here?
GC's got 2 for the win.
Okay, GC's got 2 for the win, which would pull him right back into contention. And with a bit of a tailwind, maybe he can have a strong end to his round.
Right, tell him he didn't bother when I get home.
GC putts it. He's just gone past the hole, but IB concedes, and it's a big hole one back for Team Europe. And the scores now are 2 up with 3 to play. I actually can grab a quick interview with with IB, who's just lost that hole. He must be feeling pretty confident though that you'll finish the job.
One shot from greatness, Fleety, aren't we really? I mean, GC's been effing and jeffing his way around, willing my ball into traps. I mean, some of it's been pretty unsavoury, to be honest, and there will be an official report going into RC Rigby after this from my co-player Dave Mappin. He's been particularly offended by some of the bad language out here today.
It's fucking raging.
Fucking raging.
So you've done well to keep your head.
Well, you know, GC's come back strong, hasn't he? It's to see how we go from here. 1 ball at a time. We'll see it home. Purple rain.
And now it seems like Europe are on a charge. If you don't manage to get this one home, it'd be a huge blow for Team Europe.
It would. It'd be a good thing for Team Europe. It'd be a blow for USA.
A huge blow for Team USA.
Well, but, you know, GC's got the big dog out. That generally means 4 right. We'll just see how we go.
And we are on hole 16 here. Par 4, 302 yards. Easiest hole on the course according to the SI index, whatever you call it. Now my co-commentator Mapster, who's was on the phone a minute ago, he's now having a piss, so I'm going to have to wait another minute or 2 before I can bring him into the action. The GC steps up. Looks like plenty of space for him to aim at. He's got the big dog out, and he hits it, and it's gone left, and it's in trouble. Gone left in trouble in the thick stuff. GC doesn't seem very happy with that one at all, and rightly so.
You can interview live if you want, Fleety.
We're live currently. I don't think we've got any listeners though. I've got the link out. Now IB's got his chicken stick out. He's going to play it simple here, I think. After GC's gone into the rough. Ian Bradley. Beautiful stroke. Slightly to the right, but it's between the 2 trees on that right hand side and out of danger. That's a nice shot. Ripple of applause from Team USA. And GC steps up with his other ball. He's relaunching. He's still got his big dog out. Where's he going to put it? And he really drives it one. Looks good. It's a long one, and it's to the left, but it's bouncing, and it's just out of trouble on that left-hand side.
GC's playing at the moment.
And I'm pleased to say I can be joined now by my co-commentator, Mapster. Mapster, first of all, terrific win today for you.
Yeah, I think Sam had some bad luck today. He's been playing some good golf all weekend. Unfortunately, so have I, and I just had the slight rub of the green. Sometimes being a metre short of a bunker that in years gone by would have gone into the bunker and deep rough. And it's just... I don't think the course today has really suited our game, but we've just managed to keep it controlled. That's we, as in me, in a Mrs. Thatcher kind of sense.
You and your clubs?
Yeah, the royal we, me and my clubs. Limited number of clubs. I think I've only played with four specific clubs: a 6, the big dog, an 8 and a putter. And that's all I've done. I've kept it simple. We've been sharing some good tips about the unorthodox
No
golf.
glove?
No glove, no. The glove stopped firmly in the bag, just so I could feel my way around the course like I would do a lady's body.
Now, I think at one stage your opponent compared you to an algorithm. You're so consistent and effortlessly playing the ball just straight and true, 120, 130 yards each time. Almost impossible to play against when you're up against somebody of Fleet's quality, who we know is erratic, to say the least.
I think I'm usually erratic as well. Algorithms, yeah, I do work in data, so I know where they're coming from. Sam's also waiting to hear from Phil Mickelson's legal team about some pretty outrageous comments he made earlier on, which you may have not picked up at home, but they certainly will be mentioned in the official report of the game.
The comparison to Phil Mickelson, I think that was made after about 10 or 11 holes today. Anyway, back up where the action is.
If you look on the website, we will be putting all the scorecards up there, so you golf fans can really study where the match turned and the real turning points.
So this is optimism here. GC is trudging through the thick stuff on that far, so we should probably go and help and look for the ball if we're sticking to etiquette.
Back to scene.
We're live on the WhatsApp thread. If anybody clicks on the link, I'm not sure anybody's clicked on it yet.
This is very GC. He rescued the game from a similar position on the Saturday, actually putting his trousers on to go knee deep into nettles. So it's not unfamiliar territory for GC. He's been in this position before and come out on top.
I can confirm though that GC's given up on that first ball. He's now going on to his relauncher, and IB is about 60-70 yards behind on the right, playing his second shot. And then he's got a fair bit of space to aim at. Look, he's playing a 7-iron or 8-iron maybe. IB shoots up, slightly left, but
Oh, what a pitch.
What do you think?
It's pitched. I think Connor's raging again. I think IB could be in trouble. It looked to pitch vertically and looked quite safe, but I think after that there's been some kind of spin. Connor's shaking his fist in his usual wildly gesticulating manner. I think that's another thing we perhaps need to have a look at.
GC does seem quite happy. We're not sure where the ball's gone. Look left of the green. Oh, there's a bunker there. That's what's happened. Now then, GC is in a bunker himself with his fourth shot. So nice shot out of the bunker. It's got some distance, too much, and it goes over the back. And is it going to stop? Is it going to stop? Yes, it stops. It's about 3 or 4 yards off the green in the slightly longer grass on the outside. Not too bad. He'll be relatively happy with that. It was a bold shot to go for the pin from there, but he did it and did quite a nice job. So now then, let's have a look where IB's ball is. Of course, this will be the third shot that he's got.
Yeah, he's a shot. Is that him on the edge? No, oh dear. That's got to be a blow. GC's going to be really pleased. I wonder if tunes this. He's got a downward sloping shot to hit from the shoulder of the bunker. So he's going to have to come up and down.
He has got a very, very difficult stance ahead here, especially for someone of IB's frame. About half a yard away from the...
There's a school of thought that says he should maybe adopt a Dave Tattersall style stance and maybe go down onto his knees, shortening the club.
I want to film this one, boys.
He's got those long legs bent.
He looks like a giant
He's going
spider.
down on one knee.
He's down in the tats pose.
This is extraordinary.
The drama here.
Now then. He shots and it's nicely out, but it's long and it's into the thick stuff on the far side. And he won't be happy with that. It was a very difficult shot. But Ian Bradley, who was in control of this hole, just beginning to wonder.
I mean, look at the smile coming back onto GC's face.
A fist bump from GC behind IB's back.
His legs certainly look a lot lighter than they have done for the last couple of holes. There's a little skip in GC's step. What can IB do out of some quite thick rough here?
He's got it out, but it's just on that bank, not far from where GC's ball is. So, Mapsa, can you remember how many shots they've each had?
It's 5-4. GC again, foul language. Fucking divot this, fucking divot that. He's trying to pump himself up, but I mean, I'm not sure if there's any children in the crowd or listening at home. They're not.
Yeah, can I please accept our apologies if our mics... There are plenty of mics around this course, and they do pick up the odd words said by a couple of the players who are notorious for this sort of thing, GC being one of them. Apologies if you do get that at home. But it's a very, very high pressure game.
It is, you can see why emotions are running so near the surface.
Remind you of the situation here on the 15th hole. It was the 16th. USA 2 up with 3 to play. So IB steps up. We think this is his 5th shot.
Connor again doing a little skip over IB's line. I mean, not sure you should see that on a golf course.
He's about 20 yards from the pin. Little chip and run. Goes past the hole. Not too bad, but he's overcooked it. And now GC has a similar shot from perhaps a couple of yards closer to the pin.
Yeah, just on the top of the hill. It's a nicer position for an amateur golfer. Lots of practice shots. That's his 8th practice shot. Is he ever going to hit the fucking thing?
So GC, if you can get close, he's got a chance here. Little spot and run. It's a good effort, and it's about half a yard short. That's a great shot from GC. You can hear the team crowd and fans whooping in the background. They're pleased with that. What's the situation, lads? Right, same number of shots. So IB is about 3 yards away. GC about 3/4 of a yard, would you say?
Yeah.
So IB really, you have to think, needs to putt this to rescue a half. He steps up. His red cap glistening in the sun. Knocks it towards the hole, and it's in! And it's in. That's a terrific putt from IB, and now the pressure's on GC.
I think he adopted his special skiing stance there. Very rigid in the legs, slightly bent at the knees, very much like you would see him careering down a piste in the Swiss Alps.
Now then, GC has this putt to halve the hole.
He's taking his glove off. Hands getting a bit hot and sweaty.
To save the match. Will this be a point for USA? We're going to have to go on a different stream in a minute because we've got 15-minute intervals. And GC knocks it in. Well played.
It looked like it was drifting a little bit left, but it's in the hole. That's all that matters.
Team USA 2 up.
He's left a club as well.
With 2 to play. And we'll be back with the other broadcast in a moment.